Do not trade your soul to grip someone else's love. Choose yourself. Water your own field. Greet the morning sun. Take radical care of your body, mind, work, and friendships. This is not coldness. It is completion. Become whole so no one can take away from you. Most people chase closure from the other person. Stoicism flips the target to what you can govern. The aim is not a reaction or reunion. Build a life so solid that their absence has no pull on your direction. Let peace be the byproduct. Let growth be the answer. The right response to loss is to act unlike the harm that came at you, calm, directed, self-possessed. Choose a narrow locus today and move 1 inch forward with intent. The field audit, where am I, leaking power? Start by mapping where your attention, time, and identity are outsourced. Use a simple scan of the last 24 hours. What pulled the strings? What did you chase? What did you skip? Name the drains in plain language and put numbers on them so they are hard to ignore. Alex, age 35, product manager, opens a phone at 6 a.m. and refreshes an excess feed. At 8 a.m. there is another check in the elevator. At lunch, the scroll steals 12 minutes. Sleep is short. The gym bag stays in the trunk. Code reviews are on autopilot, and a teammate asks, "Are you good?" Alex says, "I am fine," and stares at Slack. Apply the water method. Letter 1. Wake to reality. Write 5 ways your day is controlled by missing them. Capture proof. Screenshots of screen time. Account of mental loops during commute. A calendar skip where a workout block was erased. A late-night scroll recorded in the sleep app. A work tab switch from spec to social at 2 p.m. Keep the list visible on your desk. Now set up the control ledger. 2 columns labeled mine and not mine. Every intrusive thought or impulse gets logged and sorted. Mine covers judgments, choices, actions, training, food, sleep, focus, and delivery. Not mine covers their feelings, their return, their apology, their posts, and other people's gossip. Tally the counts nightly. Aim to move at least 3 items per day from not mine attention to mine action. The shift is your first win. Seal the drains. Boundary reset without drama. Indifference beats engagement when the inputs are poison. Your attention is the budget. Treat it like cash. Start with an audit of every channel where the wound gets refreshed. Phone, email, mutual friends, work chat, neighborhood spots. Identify what keeps tugging on your focus and remove the handles. Maya, age 52, runs a small cafe that shares customers with an ex-partner. The problem is not one conversation. It is the steady drip. A regular says, "Did you hear what was posted?" A supplier mentions the ex by name. A late text buzzes nerves before open. Maya blocks the number. She mutes the socials. She asks staff to keep shop, talk, clean. The morning huddle is now a checklist for pastry counts and prep times. Gossip gets no airtime. Use water letter A, audit connections. Go channel by channel. For each one, choose block, mute, or archive. Then write a 1-sentence boundary that you can live with and share if needed. Example: for mutuals, I am not available for updates about that person. Example: for staff, keep conversations focused on service and standards. Example: for yourself, no profile checks during business hours. Verification uses the boundary scorecard. Each day, Give yourself a score from 0 to 5 for no checks and no mentions. 0 means you indulged every tug. 5 means clean execution. At weekend, aim for an average of at least 4. If you miss the mark, adjust the environment, not the willpower. Move apps off the home screen. Remove the number. Change the route you walk past their street. Protect attention first, and the wound will close. The water method, 3 minutes to reset your day. When the mind spirals, you do not need a grand plan. You need a 3-minute switch that moves you from rumination to control. The water method is that switch. It becomes a ritual that anchors the day and compounds into calm and output. Wake. Say out loud what is actually happening. I feel anxious and distracted. I miss this person. No drama, only facts. Assess control. On a scrap of paper, draw 2 columns labeled mine and not mine. Place 1 item in each right now. Tend essentials. Take 5 slow breaths. Drink water and stand tall. Set a 25-minute focus block on a timer. Execute 1 forward move. Pick a visible action that advances your work or health. Send the email. Publish the note. Book the session. Record piece. Write 2 short lines. What I directed, what I released. Concrete run. Alex sits at the kitchen table at 7 a.m. After wake and assess, Alex opens the calendar and creates a deep work block for 7:10 to 7:35 on the current task. A quick text goes out to a training partner. Can you meet at 6:30 tomorrow? The reply lands a minute later. Yes. Shoes by the door. Laptop on the desk. Verification. Use the peace pulse. Before the ritual, rate your state from 0 to 10. After the ritual, rate again. Aim for an increase of at least 2 points. If the number does not move, check which letter stalled. Often, the missing piece is execute. Do something that leaves a trace in the world. Do not perform pain, strategic non-reaction. Stop performing pain for an audience that cannot fix it. When provoked in public, your job is to protect energy and keep your standards. Restraint is not avoidance. It is choosing where your fuel goes. Concrete scenario. You sit in a team meeting. An ex-friend across the table drops a jab. Must be nice to have the free time for passion projects. Heads turn. Your face warms. Instead of firing back, you run the 10 essentials step in real time. Inhale for 5 counts. Hold for 2. Exhale for 6. Sit tall with a long spine and let the shoulders drop. You make a note on your pad. Then you steer the room. The next milestone is security testing on Friday. Are we green for that? A manager nods. The room follows your lead. After the meeting, you send 1 private sentence. Please keep feedback about side work off agenda. Thank you. No more drama. Process. Use the 90-second gate before any reply. Ask 3 questions. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? If any answer is no, pause or move the conversation offline. Replace public performance with private processing. Journal the trigger. Take a short walk. Call a neutral friend and ask for a reality check in 1 minute. Verification. Keep a reaction log for 7 days. Write the trigger. The setting. Your response type, and the outcome. Count neutral responses against emotional ones. Aim for at least 80% neutral this week. If the ratio slips, add an environment change, like sitting farther from the provocateur, ending meetings on time, or leaving phones outside the room. Restraint compounds into authority and peace. Build a life so good, their absence can't touch it. Excellence is a better target than evening the score. Make the obstacle your fuel and turn it into daily output. Choose one visible action each day that moves work or health forward. Visible means someone else could confirm it happened. Publish. Ship. Present. Record. Maya owns a neighborhood cafe. She chooses 3 levers for 90 days. First, she revamps the menu. She tests a seasonal bowl and a brighter espresso profile. Customers try samples and vote with a slip next to the register. Second, she coaches staff. Each shift starts with a 2-minute drill on greetings, eye contact, and cleanup. Third, she joins a Saturday hiking group to rebuild stamina and community. No talk about the X on the trail. Just steps and breath. At opening, she writes 1 line on a sticky note. 1 visible output before noon. Today it might be a new chalkboard special and a quick Instagram photo of the dish. Tomorrow it might be a short training card for new hires. On Friday, it is a pitch email to a local food blogger with 2 photos and a 2-sentence story. Run the WOTA method, letter E. Execute 1 forward move before noon. If the move takes more than 20 minutes, cut it in half and ship the first half. Done is the compounding unit of progress. Verification is the VO tracker. Log 1 visible output per day, 6 days per week. Share the tracker every Sunday with an accountability peer. Ask for a simple reply. Received. Keep going. After 4 weeks. Review sales and foot traffic alongside the tracker. The pattern will tell you what to double down on. Transmute the wound master, the exact area they attacked. Turn the insult into a training plan. When someone tags you as not leadership material, pick that exact domain and build a fortress there. Treat it like a field experiment with inputs, practice, and measurable proof. Start with a simple map. Write the skill stack for leadership on a single page. Clear direction. Calm under pressure. One-on-one. Coaching. Decision hygiene. Meeting design. Pick 1 to 3 skills. Block 30 minutes a day for 90 days. Protect the block like a meeting with your future self. Concrete scenario. You enroll in a manager bootcamp that meets every Tuesday night. You shadow a respected mentor for 2 morning stand-ups and observe how they open. Time check. And close. You ask for a tiny pilot team of 2 people for 1 month. On day 1, you set a 3-point charter. Purpose. Metrics. Cadence. In week 2, you practice a tight agenda with time boxes and written decisions. In week 3, you run a one-on-one with a simple script. What is working? Where are you stuck? What support do you need? Use WOTA letter R, record piece with a skill delta ledger. Pick the attacked domain and log microproof weekly. Monday practice agenda sent. Wednesday, one-on-one done with notes. Friday decision log updated with 3 items and owners. Rate stress before and after each rep. Note what reduced noise and what added friction. Verification is quarterly. Competence milestones. Finish the bootcamp and share the certificate. Deliver a 5-minute internal talk on meeting design. Earn a basic management certification or complete a company course. Capture feedback snippets from your mentor and pilot team. The label loses power when the evidence stacks higher than the insult. Become unbreakable identity that doesn't depend on them. Fragile identity leans on praise and proximity. Anti-fragile identity grows from choices you direct. The aim is a steady self that holds form when people leave or opinions swing. Build character first, and leverage disappears from their hands. Concrete scenario. After a divorce, you set a 3-part routine. Therapy every Wednesday at 7 helps you sort beliefs from facts. Strength training on Monday and Thursday at 6 builds proof of effort and resilience. A values-based review every Sunday evening aligns the next week with what matters. You write 3 lines. What I lived, where I drifted, what I will protect. Run a weekly roots review to reinforce this base. On one page, list the behaviors that made you vulnerable. People-pleasing at work, skipping meals and sleep, leaving phone notifications on during hard days. For each item, design one protective habit. A simple no script for extra tasks. A prepared lunch and a hard bedtime. Do not disturb from 8 to noon. Put these on the calendar as non-negotiables. Add a quiet identity practice. Choose a phrase that describes who you are when alone. Calm builder. Honest teammate. Strong parent. Repeat it in the car before walking into work. Let actions confirm the phrase. 1 helpful email. 1 clean rep in the gym. 1 kind boundary. Verification. Track a vulnerability to strength score from 1 to 10 for each root behavior. Recalibrate every 30 days. Look for steady +1 shifts. Keep a short log of stress tests and outcomes. When someone tests the old weak spot and the new habit holds, mark it with a circle in the margin. Over 3 months, the line of circles will show a spine that does not bend with the weather. Speech discipline, silence, timing, and dignity. Speak less and aim better. Protect dignity first. Helpful and necessary words only. When the setting is hot, context decides the value of your voice. Concrete scenario. You stand at a friend group brunch. An ex's friend laughs and says, "So you finally stopped clinging." A few faces turn. Your chest tightens. Run the 90-second gait in silence. Breathe for 5. Hold for 2. Exhale for 6. Ask 3 questions in your head. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? The first answer is no. The second is no. You keep your coffee cup in hand and reply with a redirect. I am here to celebrate. How is your new role going? The energy shifts back to the table. If a response is required later, choose private delivery. 1 short text. I prefer that my situation not be a group topic. Thanks for understanding. If the person is not a safe contact, choose no message. Silence can be a boundary when the context rewards drama. Make context your ally. Move sensitive talk to one-on-one spaces. Use written words when you need a clean record. Draft. Sleep. Review. Send. Keep your tone factual and short. Verification. Run a message post-mortem for each tough exchange. Did the delivery help? Yes or no? Any collateral harm? Would a private channel have worked better? track regret sends, and push the rate under 5% per month. If you miss the mark, add a rule. No messages when tired. No replies after 9 at night. A simple pause often outperforms a perfect speech. Myth says Stoic strength means going numb. Reality is different. Stoicism asks for responsible feeling. You experience emotion in private, then convert it into useful action. Do not audition your pain for approval or revenge. You are not stuffing feelings down. You choose what truly serves your character. That is why no reaction can be a tactic. You reclaim attention for the next right move. Do not wait for an apology to free you. Build peace by directing what you control today and letting the rest pass. The result is steadiness, not ice. Growth completes the story more reliably than closure. Process note. Run the 1-hour reclaim test. Silence notifications. Place the phone in another room. Set a timer for 60 minutes. During that hour, complete one visible output, 1 minute of breathwork, and 10 minutes of focused reading. Score yourself at the end. Feed checks 0 to 5. Output shipped yes or no. Calm rating 0 to 10. Repeat daily for 7 days and chart the trend. Run water each day for 7 days in 10 minutes. Days 1 and 2 use wake and assess with a control ledger that separates mine from not mine. Days 3 and 4 add tend with 1 physical essential and record your peace pulse change. Days 5 and 6 add execute with 1 visible output per day that leaves a trace. Day 7 adds record with a 2-line reflection and a skill delta ledger entry. Scoring uses a daily 0 to 5 based on completed steps. Log visible outputs and chart peace pulse before and after. If your total reaches at least 30 of 35, extend for 21 more days. If it stays under 30, diagnose the weak letter and adjust time triggers and people. Choose yourself daily. Water your field so thoroughly that no absence can dry it out. If this gave you a roadmap, run the 7-day water sprint and post your peace pulse delta below. Subscribe for more Stoic systems that scale your calm and output. Your future does not wait for closure. It grows when you tend it.